Welcome back to Mike's Archery's YouTube, and we are here checking out some of the new 2021 bows from Elite. And we wanted to start at the top here with the Enkore, and this is the new bow that they just introduced this week, and it is a shooting machine. So it plays off the same platform as the Kure from last year, using a very similar cam system. It does appear to be slightly redesigned with the Enkore cam, but the technology is the same. Just to take a look at this thing, we want to kind of run down the specs for you, and then we'll get a closer look at some of the parts and pieces they've thrown on this bow. The Enkore's speed is going to come at you at 340, so it's a little faster than the Kure was, and if you're looking for that extra speed out of it, this is where you're going to get it. It also has a 33-inch axle-to-axle, so the axle-to-axle is just a little longer than what the Kure was as well, making it probably a little more stable platform and more forgiving bow than what the Kure was, but still having all that adjustability on it. The weight on this bow, factory spec weight is calling it at 4.55 pounds. Now we threw it on the scale like we do normally. If you take the dampeners out of it, it's at 4.8, and if you leave the dampeners in it, it's at a full 5 pounds. So there's a little discrepancy there somewhere that they're taking something off that we didn't to get that 4.55 pounds. But still, on that cam, you're getting a ton of adjustability to fit pretty much anybody in the market. It's going all the way from a really short draw of 23 inches out to a 30-inch draw. That's covering pretty much everybody except your really long draws. The bow is available in every 10-pound increment, all the way from 40 pounds up to 70 pounds. So you've got a lot of options there if you need a lighter weight bow, especially if you're one of those folks shooting that shorter draw length option on here. You can get that, like I said, in every 10-pound increment, all the way from 40 to 70. So lots of variations there. It does have a 6-inch brace height, so from that standpoint, it is a fairly short brace height, but that's where they're getting some of that speed out of this bow. I don't feel that it's going to make it very critical because a lot of folks have got that 6-inch brace height, and it's still a really stable platform and not a lot of torque action happening there on this bow. The cams do have a let-off option, so you are able, just like the Kure from last year, to adjust that let-off all the way down from 70% and also taking it out to 90%. So you're able to take this bow out to a really high let-off that's going to allow you to shoot this bow and hold it forever if you need to in a hunting situation, or if you're wanting to get a little more speed out of it, be able to get off the back wall a little harder, you can take that down to that 70, 75 option, or even 80. That's just going to allow you to get off the wall a little easier and give you plenty of back wall on this bow. It does come with either a cable stop option with that module, or you can put a limb stop option on this cam, and then it's just going to come around and hit those limb stop pads that they've got mounted onto the limbs. The bow is available in a ton of colors, which Elite is famous for. This bow is going to be available in 13 different colors, 7 hunting colors, as well as 6 target colors. One of the new ones that we liked was this kind of an olive drab green that they've come out with. Just a great looking color. I know a lot of guys are going to enjoy shooting that bow from a hunting standpoint in that color. It does have the S.E.T technology. Again, same as the Kure from last year. So you're going to be able to set this bow, come in there on the riser. If you've got a paper tuning issue, you know, left or right tear in this thing, you're going to be able to adjust that cam and adjust that limb pocket to get that out without having to take things apart, putting, you know, twists in the cables, whatever you need to do. You can just adjust that right there in that limb pocket, which makes it a very simple system to be able to tune this bow and really get it shooting bullet holes and driving tacks the way you want it. One of the other things on this bow they've left the same as several of their other models is that Ltr Cable Rod. That's just going to allow you to take the torque out of the cables, kind of adjust that cable tension left and right. From there, they did redesign the grip a little bit. They're calling it an Enkore grip. They've got really nice side plates and a very slim grip here. We always enjoy that slim grip. Definitely takes some torque out of the riser, you know, when it's sitting there in your hand. From there, I think we're going to run this thing over the chronograph, take a few shots out of it, let you kind of hear what it sounds like, and give you an idea of what it feels like as well. So we're going to step out to the chronograph and shoot this bow a few times. We've stepped out here and we've got the chronograph set up. We're going to shoot the new Enkore over the chrono, kind of see what speeds it's putting up. As always, we're shooting it with a 29-inch draw and 90% let off at this point on 70 pounds, and we've got a 400 grain arrow. So we'll just kind of see how this bow feels and what kind of speeds it's putting up. So it's consistently giving us 308, which at those specs is pretty daggone good. You know, with a 340 foot per second bow, and you're getting 308 with basically a hunting setup at 2970. It's a really good speeds with that. Now the overall feel of this bow, one of the things we did notice, a couple of us have been shooting it out here, just kind of passing it around, and it's very quiet when you stand off, and I think you'll be able to hear that maybe over my mic. It's a very quiet bow, sits very well in the hand. It's very stable, so when you get that back to full draw at 90% let off, and I'm sure it'll be even a little more stable if you back that let off down a little bit, but sits right there. Doesn't want to jump out of your hand in any way, shape, or form, and very low vibration. I mean, it basically has zero, you know, buzz in your hand or kick or anything. So overall, I think you've got a great platform here that Elite's put out for 2021. It's a really nice feeling bow, and something that you got to take a look at and probably make it over to your shop or come here to Mike's Archery and shoot one just to kind of get a feel for whether it's a bow that's going to work for you. Price point on these bows is going to be $1,099, so it's right there in that wheelhouse with pretty much everybody else's bow there at $1,100. But overall, just a great performing bow from Elite for 2021. So go check it out at your local shop or give us a call here at Mike's Archery.